everyone. For those of you that don't know, I'm the media specialist at Furlow Charter School, and I'm also one of the senior class sponsors this year. I'm honored to be able to be here to welcome you tonight as we celebrate these wonderful kiddos. These scholars showed immeasurable resilience as they faced the struggles of senior year under the added hardship of a pandemic. But they stayed strong and pushed through it. For that, we are immensely proud of you, class of 21. If you would, please stand as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. If you will, please remain standing as one of our scholars, Tristan Trussell, comes to lead us in an invocation.
Please bow your heads with me as a moment as we lead us into the prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray you'll surround us who are graduating with your grace. I pray you'll bless us with hope so that we can move into the future with eager and open heart. I pray you'll help us put the knowledge and skills we have learned to use in our future endeavors. I pray you inspire us to believe in the goodness of life even when faced with challenges and difficulties. As we commence with our lives, may we grow ever more grateful and wise. We give you all the praise, honor, and glory as we ask for this in the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen. You may all be seated.
Good evening. My name is Omar Hernandez Mendez, and I'll be introducing tonight's speaker. We have been able to hear him speak once at Furlow, and we are excited that he is able to join us today. Mark Arnett is a motivational speaker and entrepreneur. He was born and raised in Americus, Georgia. Mr. Arnett is a dynamic speaker and distinguished leader in this community. He has spent a better part of a decade motivating and inspiring through speaking and mentoring initiatives. He communicates with people to teach them techniques to achieve their greatest level of success across multiple areas of their life. Mr. Arnett has served dozens of people here locally and across the state of Georgia. While there are no awards that measure the lives inspired, helps restore, or dreams encourage, Mr. Arnett is dedicated to continue his service to students globally. Mr. Arnett is a proud graduate of the Americus Sumter High School. He went to earn a bachelor's degree in management from Georgia Southwestern State University. Mr. Arnett also joined Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Inc. while attending Columbus State University early in his college career. Mr. Arnett is a graduate of the Advancing Sumter Leadership Institute, a collaboration between the Sumter County Chamber of Commerce and the J.W. Fanning Institute for Leadership Development. Mr. Arnett is the current chairman for the Sumter County Democratic Committee and the vice chair of the Americus Land Bank Authority. He continues to strive to make the world a better place through service to all mankind. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome to Mr. Mark Arnett.
Wow, thank you for that warm introduction. If you guys don't mind, I'll take this off just a second, okay? Good evening again to you all. The protocol has already been established. I just want to first say congratulations to this wonderful class of graduates. If you don't mind, if everyone would join me in giving them their first round of applause. right, I'm a little nervous here with you guys today, but I'm honored to stand here with you and stand before you today, to stand in the presence of our future change makers in this world, to stand here today in the presence of our greatest leaders that we will produce and send out into the world to make it a better place. As I stand here today, I think about several years ago when I stood in your school gymnasium and I challenged you all. I challenged you to write your own story for your life. I challenged you to always be yourself. I challenged each of you to find your reason why. And I also challenged you to put in the work. I also challenged you to a couple dance battles, which if I remember correctly, I think I lost those. But as I stand here and I look at you all today, I see that you guys took that and took it to the maximum level. You guys found a way to endure those grueling high school years on top of added pressure with the global pandemic. You guys found a way to persevere and find your way here on this day. So I applaud you in many ways. I salute you in your ability to take on whatever life brought to you, and you found a way to make it through anyway. I see a lot of you. I've seen you in the community doing work. I've seen you posting videos. I've seen you making the best out of a bad situation. But I'm proud that you guys never gave up. I'm proud that you endured into the end. I'm proud that you took the pen and wrote this chapter of your life. Now I challenge you once again. I challenge you to write the next chapter of your life. I challenge you to not let anyone tell you what you can or cannot do. You are the person that will set the limits on your life. Choose the best friends possible as you go off to different colleges and different career paths and different walks of life for each of you. Find people that genuinely want to see you do well, people that care enough about you to invest in you. Find you good mentors that will help pour wisdom into you. The thing that I'm most fond of, or the thing that I remember most from that day of standing in your gymnasium and as I talked to you and danced with you and sung with you, the thing that I remember the most is after that speech, some of you came to me individually and you told me what your dreams and your hopes were. Some of you told me how hard it had been to just get to that point. And I remember talking to one of my mentors after that, and I was telling them about how I felt like I did something good that day. And she reminded me that in this life, when you have the opportunity to pour wisdom into someone else, what you do by pouring wisdom into someone else is you build a house in their village. Have you ever heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a child? I'm honored today to each of you parents that whether you know it or not, I built a house in your child's village, and I became a resource to them forever. So if you ever need anything, I'm here for you. If you ever have a question, I'll answer it. If there's anything that I can do along my journey to make your life better, I will. Whether it's through speech or whether it's through mentoring or whether it's through whatever happens in life. You will always have my support. You will always have my belief that you all can change the world in whatever you choose to do, whatever you put your mind to. So I want to bring these things back to your remembrance, and I hope that you'll carry them the rest of your life. I told you on that day to always be yourself, not because it was fancy or something that, came off of television, but I told you to be yourself because I understand the value of what it means to be uniquely created, what it means to have a special purpose on this earth, what it means that there is something on this earth that only you can do. And as you journey throughout your adulthood, you'll find out what that thing is. And I hope that you genuinely let yourself be free to experience life. Find out what makes you happy, what makes you smile, what makes you cry, what makes you angry, and then find out why those things happen the way they do. And there you'll find your purpose. But you'll only find that purpose if you're only being yourself. You won't find that purpose trying to be me, or trying to be Dr. Anderson. You will only find that person if you will be you. The thing that I forgot to add to that when I stood there that day, and maybe today is the perfect day to do it, but as you go to this new level in your life, this new level may require a new version of yourself. So don't be afraid if you find out that you used to like chocolate ice cream and now you like vanilla. Like, don't be afraid if like your appreciation for life grows and you find yourself feeling a different way about a topic that you've always felt. Like, every level of your life requires something different. And as you grow and you become more confident in who you are, understand that that person that you're becoming, that person that you're looking every day in the mirror at, is who you truly, genuinely are. So always be yourself. Stick to your why. I told you before that your why is the reason why you do whatever it is that you do. I challenge you to find your why to complete high school, to do it at the highest level. All of you took that challenge and all of you accepted and did very well at achieving it. But now you must find that why for the next thing that you do. Whether it's joining the military or going to college or starting a career or starting a business, find your why. What's going to separate you from everyone else that's doing what you're doing? What's going to push you when you feel like giving up? College can be the greatest experience of your life. In order to make it through and get what you go there to get, you must be sure that you know why you're there. Not only must you find your why and keep your why in check, but you must also still be willing to do the work. Everything that you've done so far to get to where you are, take it another level higher. Commit to something greater. Don't be afraid to roll up your sleeves again and get back dirty. You achieved something so great in your life in completing high school. Now, whatever task you take on next, put that same enthusiasm into it. You guys can achieve whatever you want to achieve. And this is not just some cliche saying, but you can do whatever you put your mind to. I believe in you, your teachers believe in you, your administrators believe in you, and your parents believe in you. And I hope that you all will take heed to what they've poured into you over these years. And as I get ready to leave you today, I want to share with you this one poem that I learned over 15 years ago, and it still shows up daily in my life. And I hope that it will stick to yours as well. This poem is called If by Mr. Rudyard Kipling. It says, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it all on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginning, and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on, if you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man or a woman, my son or daughter, by Mr. Rudyard Kipling. Thank you all, and congratulations again. Thank you.
Prior to presenting the Golden Apple Award, we'd like to share the honors and awards we were unable to present to Maya Wynn at Honors Night because of a school event conflict. Maya was attending the GHSA Track and Field State Championships, where she set new school records and continued to represent Furlow well. Maya Renee Wynn is this year's valedictorian. She's receiving the Senior Beta Club Honor Cord, Graduating with Distinction Cord, World Languages Pathway Cord, and Advanced Academic Pathway Cord. She is the ISDS Star Student and the Page Star Student. Maya is receiving the Zell Miller Scholarship, the Director's Award, A Honor Roll, Hill Award, ISDS Diploma Seal, and the Chick-fil-A Leader Academy Leader Award. I'm not finished. Maya was voted one half of the cutest couple and the 2021 prom queen. Maya will be attending the honors program at the University of Georgia in the fall, where she was recently named as one of only 25 of the Center for Undergraduate Research Opportunities' 25 promising scholars. Congratulations, Maya. The Golden Apple Award is given each year by selection of each honor graduate. These prestigious awards are given to educators that have impacted scholars in a noteworthy way. This could be an impact that changes the trajectory of their educational path or smooths the way to success, because these scholars have excelled academically and are asked to choose an educator out of their whole school career to recognize. Our honor graduates are choosing to recognize educators that have been key contributors to their success. And as we celebrate that success, we would also like to celebrate and recognize these educators who have done so much for so many. Again, Maya Wynn, our valedictorian, would like to recognize Mrs. Corey Lyman Barner as her Golden Apple recipient. Mrs. Lyman Barner cannot be in attendance, but she has asked that we take a moment to publicly thank Maya. Maya, please come forward. Mallory Meeks is our salutatorian, and she would like to recognize Mr. Kevin Murnion as her Golden Apple recipient. Mr. Murnion and Mallory, please come forward. Omar Hernandez Mendez would like to recognize Mrs. Jacqueline Donner Campbell as his Golden Apple recipient. Mrs. Campbell is pleased to present Omar tonight with a plaque denoting the seal of biliteracy. He is Furlow Charter School's first recipient of this award in school history. We only recently found out that he was receiving this award. Omar and Ms. Campbell, please come forward. David Lane would like to recognize Mrs. Beth Kinney as his Golden Apple recipient. David and Mrs. Kinney, please come forward. Jaylyn Ruckman would like to recognize Mr. Robert Bailey as her Golden Apple recipient. Jaylyn and Mr. Bailey, please come forward. All of our honor graduates will also be receiving HP Touchscreen 360 Chromebooks courtesy of Citizens Bank in recognition of their hard work and accomplishments. Congratulations to our 2021 honor graduates and Golden Apple Award recipients. Thank you.
I can almost see it, this dream I'm dreaming. A little voice inside my head said, you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. It's always gonna be an uphill battle. Some days I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. These struggles I'm facing, these chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I'm gonna be strong. Gotta keep on pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. It's always gonna be an uphill battle. Some days I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Yeah. It's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. It's always gonna be an uphill battle. Some days I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Yeah, yeah. Just keep moving, keep climbing, keep the faith, baby. It's all about the climb. Keep your faith.
6 years together. Hard to believe. Last week, several of you told me that it didn't feel like quite that long. So we must have been having some fun, right? It has been 6 years that some of you have had to put up with me and my sarcasm. I think by now most of you have come to realize those times when I'm not being serious, but I'm not 100% sure. We have been through a lot together. Your first impression of me was at that open house at Cherokee when the advisors all got up on stage in that sweltering hot gym and sang a parody of Katy Perry's Roar about furlough scholars. Some of you were in my homeroom that first day at school at Furlow as we tried to figure out everything and doing it in a different way. There were days that first year when Mrs. Arnold was absent and I tried to fumble my way through teaching you Spanish by writing out numbers on the board for Spanish word problems and then looking back at Omar just to make sure I was spelling the words right. I'm sure it seems strange when your math advisor one year transitioned to be your social studies advisor the next. Some of you were in my classroom that day, December 7th, 2016, when the school was locked down for most of the day. We've had debates, discussions, projects, and arguments over the years about a lot of different things. I have watched you grow up and mature into the fine young men and women that you are. Subjects that I have taught to the members of the class of 2021: 7th grade math, Georgia studies, world geography, world history, current issues, American government and civics, United States history, and economics. To those who chose to take dual enrollment classes instead of mine, you missed some pretty good stuff. I hope that I've opened your minds and taught you a lot through all those classes and all those subjects. But there are things that I hope I've taught you that will serve you well outside the classroom. When you make a mistake, and being a human, you will, admit it, as it will most likely go easier on you and you will win respect, especially if you work to fix that mistake. Learn from those mistakes. Lord knows that I've made plenty of mistakes in front of you, and I hope that I've modeled this for you. You will disagree with others' opinions and beliefs. This is the way life works. Respect them. Try to find out why they have these different opinions and beliefs. You can always try to change their minds, but do so in a civilized manner. I've always tried to let you know that as long as you have a reason for your opinions regarding current events, I would respect them. I may have tried to change your thoughts with my own opinions and the way I interpreted the facts. But at the end of the day, you were entitled to what you thought about what was happening in the world, even if they were different from mine. There's too much yelling, name-calling, and mockery in our society today. Calm, dignified discussion beats out seeing who can yell the loudest and see who is right any day. Look at the facts and think for yourselves to form your own beliefs and opinions. If they are different from the next person's, so be it. You may remember from math class that I tried to present multiple ways to do the work and let you choose which way was best for you. In social studies, I almost never told you what chart, graph, or graphic organizer to draw, and I'm sure that frustrated some of you. I wanted you to do what worked best for your brains. People do things differently because all our brains work differently. As long as people do the work right, let them do it in their own way. You are my scholars, and you always will be. I will miss seeing your faces in the hallway and in the classroom, and the camaraderie you have displayed with each other. I will miss hearing your voices and being able to talk to you about the school and the world. I will miss you. But know that I will always try to be there for you if you need me. Congratulations to you all, and thank you for letting me speak to you one last time as your advisor.